Imagine it's Friday night. You just finished a long week of work. You feel like you've been grinding, right? You've put in the hours, you've handled the stress, and you're ready to see the fruits of that labor. You check your banking app, expecting to see a nice, comfortable cushion because you didn't go on any crazy vacations this month. You haven't bought any designer clothes, and you're generally good with money. But then you see the number, and it's fine. It's just fine. It hasn't really moved. In fact, if you look at your balance from 3 months ago, it's basically the same. You aren't broke, but you aren't building anything either. You're just existing. You start scrolling through your transactions trying to find the big mistake. You're looking for a $2,000 car repair or a massive Amazon spree, but it's not there. Instead, it's just a sea of $15, $40, and $112 charges. It's the $7 latte, the $12 streaming service you forgot you had, the $60 dinner that was just okay, and that $80 Target run where you only went in for light bulbs. Here's the thing. You feel like you're doing everything right, yet you're financially treading water. It feels like someone is reaching into your pocket every single night while you're sleeping and taking a $20 bill. Well, I've got some bad news. Someone is doing that, and that someone is you. My name is Buki, and I spend way too much time thinking about how small, invisible financial habits compound into massive, life-altering losses. I'm a programmer by trade, so I see the world in logic and systems. If you're someone who feels like you're working harder than ever but your net worth is stuck in neutral, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Today we are talking about the silent tax. It's not a tax collected by the IRS, there's no form for it, but for the average American household it totals roughly $10,000 every single year. Most people think that getting rich or finding financial freedom is about one big event, a promotion, a lottery win, a crypto moonshot. But that's a myth. Look, I've analyzed the data, and the reality is much more boring and much more dangerous. The silent tax is actually the combination of two things: lifestyle creep and opportunity cost. Most people don't realize that as their income grows, their minimum requirements for happiness grow at the exact same rate. This is what psychologists call the hedonic treadmill. Think about it like this. Remember your first apartment? It probably had a leaky faucet, the carpet smelled like old pennies, and you were perfectly happy. Now, if the Wi-Fi drops for 10 minutes or the Uber Eats driver is late, it feels like a personal crisis. We've taxed ourselves with a higher cost of existence without even realizing it. We keep running faster, earning more, getting promoted, but we never actually move forward because we keep increasing the incline. I hear some of you already. You're looking at your screen saying, "Buki, $10,000? That's almost $850 a month. There is no way I'm throwing away nearly $1,000 every single month." I thought the same thing, until I looked at the three pillars of the silent tax. Let's do the math together. Pillar 1, the subscription and convenience sinkhole. According to a recent study by C+R Research, the average American thinks they spend about $86 a month on subscriptions. The actual number, $219. That's a $133 monthly gap. That's ghost money, leaving your account for things you don't even watch or use. But the real killer is the convenience tax. This is the $30 extra you pay for delivery fees and tips instead of driving 5 minutes to pick up food. It's the premium you pay for pre-cut vegetables at the grocery store. It's the express shipping you didn't really need. For most people, that's another $150 a month easily. Subtotal, $283 per month. Pillar 2, the status upgrade trap. We often talk about car payments, but let's look at the broader upgrade cycle. Most people trade in a perfectly functional smartphone or laptop every 2 years because they want the slightly better camera or the pro finish. If you finance these devices, you're adding $40 to $60 to your monthly bills indefinitely. And then, yes, we have to talk about the car. The average new car payment in the US has climbed to over $700 a month. Most people trade in a reliable, paid-off vehicle for a newer model, not because the old one died, but because they want the updated screen or the better safety features. The silent tax here is the difference between a $300 maintenance and fuel budget and a $700 status payment. That's a $400 difference every single month just to sit in a slightly nicer seat while you're stuck in traffic. Subtotal, $400 per month. Pillar 3, the idle cash tax. This is the one that hurts the most because it feels like you're being responsible. Most Americans keep their savings in a big bank savings account earning 0.01%. With inflation hovering where it is, your money is literally melting. If you have $10,000 sitting in a standard savings account instead of a high-yield savings account, HYSA, or a low-cost index fund, you are losing roughly $40 to $50 a month in missing interest. You are essentially giving the bank a free loan so they can make money off your hard work. Subtotal, $50 per month. The grand total. When you add those up, the subscriptions, the convenience fees, the tech/car upgrades, and the idle cash, you hit $733 a month. Multiply that by 12. That's $8,796. Now toss in the impulse buys at the checkout line, the "it was on sale" clothes you never wear, and the digital clutter. You've cleared $10,000 a year with ease. That is your silent tax. You aren't paying it to the government. You're paying it to a lifestyle that doesn't actually make you any happier. You might be wondering, if this math is so simple, why are we all falling for it? It's actually a psychological defense mechanism. Our brains are wired for relative deprivation. We don't judge our success by how much we have. We judge it by how much we have compared to the people around us. Your neighbors are likely paying the silent tax too. They have the new SUV, the professional lawn service, and the $200 wine club membership. Because they look successful, your brain tells you that you need those things just to be normal. You aren't buying a car, you're buying the feeling of not being less than your neighbor. The opportunity cost, the $630,000 ghost. This is where the math gets truly life-changing. If you took that $10,000 silent tax and invested it into a boring S&P 500 index fund with an average 10% annual return, over 10 years, that would be roughly $175,000. Over 20 years, that's $630,000. You aren't just losing $10,000 a year, you are losing a $500,000 retirement cushion. You are trading your ability to retire 5 years early for the convenience of having a stranger bring you a burrito today. That is the real cost of the silent tax. Now, I can hear the critics. You're probably thinking, Buki, are you telling me I can't have Netflix? I can't buy a coffee? That sounds like a miserable way to live. Look, I'm not the no latte guy. Like I said, I'm a programmer. I live on caffeine and high-speed internet. I'm not telling you to live like a monk in a cave. What I'm telling you is to stop paying taxes on things you don't value. If you love your $7 coffee and it's the genuine highlight of your morning, keep it. But if you're buying it just because you're too tired to make it at home, or because everyone else in the office has one, that's a tax. If you love your $700 car payment because you're a genuine gearhead who spends every weekend in the garage, fine. But if you're paying it just so you don't feel behind when you pull into the parking lot at work, that's a tax. The treat trap and decision fatigue. I know what you're saying. You're thinking, Buki, I work 50 hours a week. Don't I deserve a little treat? And honestly, yes, you do. But here's the secret. Your brain is actually using treats to compensate for decision fatigue. By the time you finish work, your willpower battery is at 0%. That's why you pay the $30 delivery fee. It's not because you're lazy, it's because your brain literally doesn't have the energy to decide what to cook. But remember hedonic adaptation. You buy a new gadget. For the first week, it's amazing. You're showing it off, you're exploring every feature, but by month 3, it's just a piece of plastic on your desk. The high is gone, but the debt or the lost investment remains. Think of your money like a bucket of water. Most of us are so focused on pouring more water in, working more overtime, chasing a $5,000 raise, that we don't notice the bucket is full of tiny microscopic holes. You don't need a bigger bucket. You need some damn tape. The action plan, how to take your $10,000 OC. So, how do we stop the bleeding? I want you to do 3 things this week. These are simple, but they are incredibly powerful. 1. The 24-hour cooling period. Stop buying anything over $50 immediately. If you see it online, put it in the cart and close the tab. Walk away for 24 hours. Most of the silent tax comes from an impulsive dopamine hit. By the next day, the dopamine is gone and your logical brain will tell you that you don't actually need that air fryer or those new sneakers. 2. The subscription audit. Don't just look at your bank statement. The names are often confusing on purpose. Use an app or literally sit down with a piece of paper and your phone's subscription settings. If you haven't used a service in the last 30 days, cancel it. You can always resubscribe later if you miss it. I promise you, 90% of the time you won't. 3. Move the tax into a growth account. This is the psychological trick that changes everything. Once you cancel a $15 subscription, don't just let that $15 sit in your checking account. Set up an automatic transfer of $15 a month into a brokerage account. If you save $100 on groceries by meal prepping, move that $100 into your high-yield savings account immediately. You have to see the money move from the loss column to the win column. Look, at the end of the day, money is just a tool. It's a tool for freedom. Every dollar you pay in silent tax is a minute of your future life you've sold to a corporation for something you probably won't remember a month from now. You work too hard to let $10,000 a year vanish into thin air. You are smarter than the marketing algorithms designed to keep you broke. This is where the infinite compound starts. If you can just claw back $500 of that $10,000 yearly tax and automate it into an investment, you aren't just saving money. You're buying your freedom. You're buying the version of yourself that doesn't have to check a bank balance before ordering dinner. The world is designed to keep you broke. Every commercial, every one-click button, every targeted ad is a trap. But you're watching this, which means you're already ahead of 90% of the people out there. Go take your $10,000 back. You worked for it. You deserve to keep it. Start looking for the silent tax in your own life. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. And once you can't unsee it, you can finally start building the wealth you actually deserve. If you found this breakdown helpful, do me a favor. Comment below with one silent tax you're going to cut this month. Let's hold each other accountable. I'm Buki, and I'll see you in the next one, so make sure you subscribe on this channel, Infinite Compound, and click the notification button. Keep building.